Let's do it.
Okay. Hi guys, thanks so much for coming today. We just wanted to get a feel for what you guys thought of last year's trunk or treat. We were planning this year's trunk or treat, and just to get some feedback, it would be really helpful for us.
Yes, our trunk or treat is October 28th from 5 to 7, and just looking forward to a great year. I'm kind of still new around here, so just trying to figure out the event, what works, what didn't work, what was great for you guys, what do you suggest?
So we have a few questions for you. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get started if you don't mind. First one is, how did you hear about the event?
Well, I received this flyer in the mail. It was a really professional looking flyer. It had all the details of trunk or treat. It was the coolest. And when I saw it, I wanted to come. Whoever made that, that's one talented individual.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And Dale, why don't you make a note to tell Pastor Joel that whoever made it, is really good and probably handsome and that kind of stuff as well.
And you, Miss Rafferty?
Well, I heard through the grapevine that there was a trunk or treat going on, so I punched it into my GPS there, but I didn't spring for one of those Garmin or TomToms. I went overseas and I got a Jim, and apparently they're mostly programmed to take me to Golden Corral restaurants, so let's just say I didn't end up at my intended destination.
Okay, did you end up at some other church's trunk or treat?
Well, of sorts. When I got there, it was mainly just a big field with burn barrels and some tents set up. Guy in charge was a big angry dude named Shank.
Was Shank like the pastor?
No, turned out I'd wandered into a hobo camp of the voluntarily homeless, and Shank was their leader. After listening to him quote the Gospel of Todd about how he could fly and see through walls, I put two and two together there and figured out I wasn't dealing with Billy Graham.
Okay, well, so in your ride at our event, did you feel welcome?
Oh, yeah, goodness, yes. As soon as I arrived, this nicest woman, I think her name was Linda, and she walked up, gave me this big embrace. It felt so warm. It was like a freshly baked cinnamon roll.
Yeah, a little different for me. The only thing freshly baked there was Shank. They all kind of grunted at me, didn't really greet me so much, kind of like this. And then one of them started poking me with the stick over and over, going. And after about 15 minutes of it, I guess I passed whatever test they were giving me, and they let me in.
Wow. I am so glad we came to Grace Community.
Moving on. Let's see. Did any of you enjoy the s'mores and the bonfire, those kind of things?
Yes, I had some. They were so good. As soon as I bit into that warm, gooey, chocolatey marshmallow, it went right to my soul, and it just warmed it up.
Oh, yeah, I was double fisting them.
Well, again, I stray from the herd here. It was kind of chilly, so saddled on up to one of them burn barrels they had going, and apparently my slacks were made of something highly flammable. Before I know what's what, my pants have gone up like a flaming torch, burning clean down to my underpants. So here I am, standing out in the middle of a field with my granny panties on full display. Nothing left of my lady dockers except for a few little pieces that were melted to my skin. Hey, I still have a few of those if you want to see.
No, that's okay. That's okay, actually.
Suit yourself.
Actually, we love you and stuff, but can you stop smoking so much? It's getting to me and it's gross. Okay. Well, anyway, where were we? Let's move on. Mr. Pope, did you get a chance to ride on the hay rack ride?
Oh, yes, yes. My family and I, we rode it over and over. You know, I know that they use a tractor to pull it along, but to me, that tractor sounded like it just a herd of horses pulling, and their hoofs were like wings of angels in my ears. And the wind, it was like dove flapping. It was so peaceful.
Yeah, I felt so connected to the driver of that tractor. I was looking into his eyes, and it was like I could see the Spirit of God in him. And it's like he was saying, "You're safe with me, child."
What? These two are. Hang on to that. These two are over here living out their fantasies in a Disney movie. Meanwhile, we don't have a hay rack ride so much as a hay drag. There was this one, he's a real big fella. He sure smelled like a horse. He would drag you for quite a while for $5. So thought to myself, Colleen, live a little. So I give him the $5, and about 10 foot into the drag, somehow my left ankle gets tangled in the rope. I fall off the sled. This guy's dragging me at full speed through a cornfield, and meanwhile, I'm still full-on Donald Ducking it here, rocking 0 pants, and we get to skidding over the corn so fast that some of it's popping behind me. I still haven't found all the corn.
Oh, all right. Well, how did the format of the cars lined up and along the trees and all decorated with themes? Did you feel you had a good experience of interacting with other people?
Oh yeah, yes sir. It's like I made 100 friends, and by the time I got to the end of the line, I had so much candy I had to have help carrying it out.
I love seeing all those just precious little kids running around in their costumes. It was so cute. They were just so full of happiness, so full of joy.
Well, now I'm a little miffed. We had kids there too, but full of joy they were not. They all came walking out of the corn in a group, and they were a bunch of white blonde-haired kids dressed like the Amish, pitchforks and scythes and stuff. They took off one of the hobos, never saw him again.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I think we have everything we need here, and then some extra as well. So.
Yes, thank you so much. It's been really helpful.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're glad to help.
And we're planning on serving hot dogs and snow cones this year. Hopefully that'll be great.
Yeah. You know, we had snow cones at our thing too. The problem was the big tall horseman, he was in charge of making them, so every flavor was yellow.